Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. I'm Cora and today we are back in Create-A-Sim and we are creating a tattoo artist. Now if you want any of the CC that I will be using today, you can find it linked in the description down below. And if you want to download the sim, as always, she is available on the gallery under the hashtag TheSimPanions, or my gallery ID is also TheSimPanions. You can also find that in the description down below if you're looking for it. And let's jump right into her story. Now, I really adore this sim. I don't know. I feel like as I made up her story in my head, I enjoyed her even more than I did when I just created her. I don't know, when you create sims, do you have a story in mind and then create the sim, or do you create a sim and then make up a story? Because I feel like for me it's like I either make the sim and then I have to come up with a story for them because I'm like, oh yeah, okay, well they need a life, like they need to be someone. Or what I usually do is like I'm halfway done with the sim and I'm like, okay, so this is the vibe I'm going for. I could imagine her being like this, doing this, whatever. But with this sim, I knew I wanted her to be a tattoo artist. I know that's not a career in The Sims 4, unfortunately. I remember it being a career in The Sims 3, if I'm not completely crazy, when you got the, I think it was called Ambitions gameplay pack, expansion pack. I obviously only know them in German because I bought them in Germany, so I hope it's called Ambitions. I feel like I've heard that. But with that pack, you were able to, I think, even become like an interior designer and stuff. It was really cool, and I think I remember that you could be a tattoo artist, or maybe it was a makeup artist. Now I'm kind of doubting myself, but I feel like you could be a tattoo artist, okay, and I feel like you could even go places to get tattoos, which is not a thing in The Sims 4, and I wish it was, because the only way you can give your Sims tattoos is go into Create-A-Sim and then just put a tattoo on it, which is a bit weird because in real life that's not how it works, quite obviously, But anyways, so I knew she was gonna be a tattoo artist, and then I was like, okay, like what story can I come up with? And I just got those vibes from her that she grew up in a like really small conservative town. I feel like people were very, very, very conservative, you know, like they didn't like anything out of the ordinary. So even like the tiniest tattoo, it was like a scandal if they found out that someone had the tiniest tattoo. Dyeing her hair, like that was crazy as well, which our sim obviously did. Like, I don't think that red hair is her natural hair. I believe she dyed it. I believe her natural hair color is maybe like a dark blonde, you know, like a dirty blonde-ish. That's what I'm imagining, but I feel like this is her hair color of choice, and I really loved it on her with her like paler skin tone. I think the red kind of pops a lot and it's really cute. And then the tattoos, I gave her like a few different ones. I believe some of them she might have gotten back in the days when she didn't have a lot of experience, you know, so some of them aren't as great. Maybe she's even done some of them herself as practice on herself, who knows. But yeah, I believe like she got most of them throughout the last few years, because if she would have gotten them in the town that she grew up in, I feel like no one would have talked to her anymore, you know. They were very like uptight about these things, and like I said, they didn't like anything that's not like ordinary people stuff. So she did not fit in. Like, I don't believe she ever had friends. I believe she was like an outsider from day one, just because she was not necessarily different, just different than the people that lived there, you know. She wasn't like following the rules and stuff like that. I believe she listens to like alternative music, rock music, those type of things, you know, so like a bit more hardcore than what music styles the people there listen to. They probably listen to like pop music. Not saying that that's wrong. I'm just saying that she enjoys alternative and rock music, and I believe, like I said, she just never felt like she fit in, and she knew as soon as she finished high school, she was like, I need to get out of here. It's driving me crazy. I'm not happy here, you know. People are so close-minded that she just needed to get out. And I feel like she moved to San Myshuno when she was very, very young, you know, like where people usually go to college, or I don't know, maybe go and visit a different country for a year, travel, you know, stuff like that. I feel like she was like, nope, I need to get out, and she didn't really have her family's support. I believe she grew up as a single child, and her parents are pretty old, like they got her at a really late age, and I believe they've just never really vibed, you know, they didn't connect, they were close-minded as well, just like the community she grew up in. And as soon as she started her new life in San Myshuno, I feel like she was finally feeling at home, you know, even though her start there was really shitty, at least to like not normal people's perspective, but like to mine. I feel like she moved into a really tiny rundown apartment with 3 other roommates, you know, that were pretty much all in the same situation, just moved to San Myshuno trying to like make a living or whatever. I feel like before she could afford learning to be a tattoo artist, I feel like she had to do a lot of like weird jobs. Maybe she did some odd jobs. I feel like maybe she was a bartender. I feel like she had, you know, a lot of different like smaller jobs that would hold her over the water. Is that what you say? I don't know. But that would feed her, that would pay the rent, and then she obviously also made sure that she had some savings. So when the time was right, she was able to learn how to be a tattoo artist, and I feel like she's a really, really good one. I feel like drawing has always been one of her hobbies, you know, I feel like that's just what she loves doing, and she is very creative. I did make her creative, which I think is a really cute trait. I wish I was more creative. I wish I could draw, like I really do, but I can't. I mean, I can copy stuff, like if someone draws something, I can copy it really well, but I couldn't, if you said like, Cora, draw an elephant, I would have no idea. It would look so bad. It's not just me, I don't know. Do you guys have any hidden talents? I'm very interested. Also, during this, I was like, I kind of relate to her, even though I did not grow up in a conservative small town. I do not have a bad relationship with my parents. I do not like have tattoos. I don't have a single tattoo. I feel like I've talked about this in a video before because I love tattoos on other people. It's just that on myself, I would be scared that I wouldn't like it in as short as like a month's time, you know, because I'm very jumpy in things that I like. I get very obsessed about certain things, and then I'm so deep into it, and then a month later I'm like, okay, that was stupid, like I don't like that anymore. So yeah, I feel like I would just not appreciate having that on my skin in like 6 months time, you know. But if you guys have any tattoos, let me know. I'd be very interested. If you want to share, of course. I do realize that some tattoos you get for very personal reasons and people don't want to talk about it. That's why like in real life I would never ask people like, oh, what's the meaning of that tattoo, you know, because some things are very deep and you do not want to, I don't know, I don't want to cross that border, you know, like of, it's just, I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. But anyways, that's pretty much all about her. What is your favorite outfit as well? I'm always curious to hear about that. I really love her hot weather wear. I think it's so cute. I don't know, when I put that little like dungaree thingy on her, I was like, I could really imagine her rocking this. Like, I feel like it's just so her. Is that just me? I don't know. Also, what have you guys been doing? Because oh my god, yesterday I was searching for a Nintendo Switch to buy for like the whole day, and it's so crazy because usually here they're like 329 euros or something, and they're sold out everywhere. So places start selling them for like ridiculous prices, as much as like 600, 700, you know, and I'm just like, who buys that? Like, they'll surely come back in stock, you know, you just need to wait a little. But anyways, yeah, I really badly want one now. And I've also been doing a lot of reading. It's just something that I loved doing in the past, and I just forget about it for a while, and then I get back into it and I'm like, oh yeah, I loved reading. I definitely need to talk about that more in a future video, but for now this video is coming to an end pretty shortly. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!
But shocking, searching for affection, but searching